Listen, my child. Marriage was never meant to be just a contract between two people, because contracts are often based on conditions. If you make me happy, I will stay. If things become difficult, I will leave. But a covenant is different. A covenant is deeper. A covenant says, I choose you, not only in beautiful seasons, but also in painful ones. And my child, that is why many people struggle in marriage today, because they enter marriage expecting feelings alone to sustain them. But feelings rise and fall. Life changes. People change. Difficult seasons come. And when challenges arrive, many begin questioning the promises they once made. Listen carefully. The covenant of marriage is not simply standing before people and saying, I do. No. The real covenant begins after the celebration ends, after the wedding clothes are removed, after ordinary life begins, because marriage is tested in ordinary days. It is tested during financial pressure, during disappointment, during misunderstandings, during sickness, during seasons where love feels easy, and seasons where love requires sacrifice. That is where covenant reveals itself. I remember hearing someone say, I fell out of love. And while pain should never be ignored, I thought deeply about those words, because marriage was never designed to survive on emotions alone. Love matters, very much, but commitment carries people through seasons where feelings become difficult. Listen carefully, my child. Covenant means choosing each other repeatedly, not once, but over and over again. Choosing kindness during tension, choosing patience during misunderstanding, choosing communication when silence feels easier. That is covenant. Many people enter marriage prepared for celebration, but not prepared for responsibility, because marriage joins two imperfect people. And imperfect people disappoint each other sometimes. Your spouse will have weaknesses. You will have weaknesses too. There will be moments of frustration, moments where words hurt, moments where distance appears. And during those moments, covenant asks a difficult question. Will you fight each other or fight for the marriage? Because many couples become enemies during conflict. They stop listening. They stop understanding. Pride grows. And slowly, emotional distance enters the home. My child, marriage should never become a place where one person wins and the other loses. Healthy marriage says, your pain matters. My feelings matter too. How do we heal this together? That is covenant. Covenant chooses unity over pride. Another thing people misunderstand is this. Covenant does not mean accepting abuse. No. Wisdom must exist beside commitment. Constant disrespect, manipulation, fear, cruelty. Those things are serious. Commitment should never require destroying your safety or dignity. But many marriages fail not because love disappeared. Sometimes patience disappeared, respect disappeared. Communication disappeared. The willingness to grow together disappeared. Listen carefully. Forgiveness is also part of covenant. And I know forgiveness can feel difficult, especially when wounds are deep. But bitterness slowly poisons what love once built. Some homes suffer because old pain remains untouched for years, and eventually, resentment grows where love once lived. That is why healing matters. Honest conversations matter, humility matters, respect matters, faithfulness matters. Because the person you marry should become someone emotionally safe, not someone you fear. One beautiful thing about covenant is stability. The comfort of knowing I'm not facing life alone. That kind of partnership is precious, very precious, but it requires work, because strong marriages rarely happen by accident. They are built through daily choices, small choices, ordinary choices, choosing honesty during discomfort, choosing understanding instead of assumptions, choosing softness during difficult moments, day after day, year after year. That is how covenant becomes stronger. And my child, before entering marriage, ask yourself honestly, am I prepared only for wedding celebrations, or am I prepared for covenant? Because marriage is not merely choosing someone to love. It is choosing someone you will build with, struggle with, heal with, and survive life with. That choice deserves wisdom, so listen carefully. The covenant of marriage is not perfection. It is two imperfect people choosing commitment, growth, respect, and love through changing seasons. Because real covenant says, I will not abandon us simply because life becomes difficult. And in a world where many things feel temporary, that kind of love remains powerful. Never forget this, my child. Marriage is not sustained by feelings alone. It survives through commitment, patience, sacrifice, communication, and the willingness to keep choosing each other even when life becomes difficult. Follow for more stories you need to hear.